why you should go.
I think I'm down with you. I think I try for you. And you put me like a fool, but I'm right now. You know you're sexy. God, no time. You think you first. That's next. I've been looking at you, look you up.
Ó fẹ́ kó bá mi, ó fẹ́ kó bá mi, ó fẹ́ fi wà burúkú yẹn kó bá mi, ó wá rán mọ́ mi, ó ń lọ mọ́ mi, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gángan, baby kan ná mi, ó fẹ́ utilize me, ó fẹ́ minimize me, ó fẹ́ patronize me, ó fẹ́ traumatize me, ó fẹ́ humiliate me, ó ti humiliate me, ó fẹ́ dẹ́kun sábà lọ. Ó fẹ́ kọ́ mi lágídí, lágídí, ó ń bá mi lágídí, ó fẹ́ kọ́ mi lágídí, ó fẹ́ lá mi lágídí, I need my show. Don't want your I need my show. I need my show. Baby girl, you the baddest. Everybody know you the baddest. But you ain't got no manners. You should work on your manners. Baby girl, you the baddest. You know you the baddest. You ain't got no manners. You should work on your manners. That's why you should go.
I think I'm down with you. I think I try for you. And you play me like a fool, but I'm wise now. When you're sexy, figure out your timeline. You fit the girls too. That's nasty. I've been working out to make you happy. I've been working out to be loyal.
Sasa nataka kudandia. I wanna call you baby if you're ready. Kwenye moyo wangu karibia. Iyo ni unanibamba kabisa. Na kuna kiukweli unatisha. Bila namba gani wewe namba 9. Ukimeshika mbona watu wote watapisha. Sitaki kuwa single tena. Chochote unataka wewe sema. Cheza na micheza teteba. Nikiwa mbele nawe kufuate nyuma. Step tutapenda kidogo. Sina haraka ni pole pole, nikigonja wendo doctor niponye ponye, sitaki kuwa single tena.
Balloon music. The icon. Nashika tu ile music ile design. Ile design. Najua unapenda ile design. Napenda kani kushike ile design. Nashika tu ile music ile design. Ile design. Najua unapenda ile design. Napenda kani kushike ile design. Niko kwa game nimekam tu ile design. Balulu mimi nafanya wana resign. Niko na warembo wa super wana deny na vile wanakata tamaa ile design. Wameacha kutoroka kirezi wananifollow. One man abiliko solo atawa weposa makubali hini yolo kanjoro na pika bistu ile design chako mana nyoro sadi jiduto nuoro vile nina kamtua na shidota kudoro vile nina flow singani kuna kasoro the icon na uwa kila beat ile design oto biyo ta ukenya na kanyaga nitka hizi na madaka awareko wananisakakasa kama vile fasi meisha sime wabamba nashika tu vile miushika ile design ile design najua unapenda ile design napendo gani kushike ile design nashika tu vile miushika ile design ile design najua unapenda ile design napendo gani kushike ile design kabit kakidunda mimi upenda hii design na vile ninaroga ina nice design umkiako jina kwanza zangu ni surprise kitu kali ni kali na kali kitu safi neka kapaka sasa kwenye karuma kila nikiingia kile kiprezo kipaka na boga shensi wa nusu na kichaka hakuna fako hizi kupika sana ito mano pati design ya kanso niko rito design ya kancho niko maji hadi na fanto I'm a good boy I'll come and fanto nini shida lakini sinaisi warembo kinisha lakini design I'm a go keta walai na sinai
ile designer. Yes, sir. Ile design in the way, all the way from the 254. Hope you are doing great this wonderful Tuesday evening, the 3rd of August. I hope you are doing great this wonderful morning. Karibuni sana to the Blackout Fire Network Media for the 21st century. This is the Pan African Bliss. My name is Joby, and I hope you are doing wonderful this wonderful morning. I can see Kay Williams. You are already awake, and you are saying it's peace at Joby. It's 4:16 in the morning. What is the time here? It's 19 minutes past 11 a.m. And I want to appreciate you for waking up so early and joining the Blackout Fire Radio Media for the 21st century. Tell us where you're tuning in from and where you're interacting with us, Kay Williams. And remember, we are also live and interactive on our social media handles. We are on Facebook at the Blackout Fire Network Radio Station, on Twitter, the Blackout Fire Network, using the hashtag Pan African Bliss with Joby and hashtag Blackout Fire Network. And also get hold of us on our Instagram handle. You can slide in the DM and interact with us. Tell us where you're tuning in from and how is your week coming along so far. It's been the August. The month is still early and still young, I can say so. And I do hope that you are making and are writing some goals for yourselves, or rather some manifestos for yourself that you want to achieve before the end of the week. It could be before the end of the month, because personally I keep on saying, ensuring that you're targeting yourself and making some goals for yourselves. I do know that we were talking about financial literacy about some time back, where you can find that some people where you get your money, it can be not even young people alone. You find that even adults, people who even are aged, because you find someone who is at his 40s, at his 50s, who has not even done anything special concerning his life. Let me just say special. You'll find that someone has not even built up a house or maybe a home for his family, for them to settle in, where you don't have to pay rent and be at the landlord not knocking at your door all the time, that you have so many bills piled up until you're just reducing the budget of living, because life right now is super expensive. But I do hope you are doing super great and you are making some goals for yourself before the end of this August. Ensure that you have achieved something great for yourself. Not for anyone else, but for yourself. But this is the Pan African Bliss Show. My name is Joby, and you're listening to the Blackout Fire Network Media for the 21st century. As I said, you can slide in the DM also in Instagram at the Blackout Fire Network. You can call us in, SMS us, or WhatsApp us at the +254 754 402 730. I do keep on saying, it's something that I'm making it like a habit. Ensure that you are also making it a habit, whereby if I say call us in, ensure that you can call us in if you are in the chance, or if you have the opportunity to call us in. Tell us you're streaming in from, where you're listening to us from, as you get to engage in different topics that we have here for you today. Nonetheless, you can also get all of us on our website at the www.blackoutfirenetwork.com, and once you log on to the website, you can also be able to create your own profile as well and get to join the Blackout Fire family. And we also have a chat room. We do have a chat room whereby there are some live streaming that are going on there. You can get to enjoy some of the conversations that are going on there, and as you get to also enjoy the conversations, we have amazing contents which are also there. You can watch the videos, like, comment, and share with your friends, and you can also donate through our PayPal account,
through Mr. Blackout Fire Network and also through our website account at the www.blackoutfirenetwork.com. It could be $5, $10, however you feel your pocket is heavy. We do get to appreciate. You can also download the app on the Google Play Store and get to enjoy these amazing vibes. Maybe you're wondering which amazing song that I did get to play you way back earlier. The last song that I did get to play, that was Ill Design, the song that I just introduced the show with. That was Ill Design by the one and only Balulu. I did also get to play you Go Go by the one and only Go Go Go. It's called Go Go Go, so you can maybe look up onto it on YouTube by the one and only Queen MJ. And I also did get to play you Go. I think it's all the way from Nigeria, if I'm not wrong, by Star Kids Dakos, all the way from Nigeria. You can get to check those amazing contents, because I do keep on saying I do believe in supporting talent. If we keep on saying that we're looking for employment in this government of today, whereby you've seen so many graduates who are graduating, and we're seeing that the government is each and every day they're coming up with new projects, new decision, whereby the school fees is being raised, and not so many parents are even in the position to pay for the fee. But you'll find even if they are in the position to, these students are going to end up in the streets, or even isolated, whereby they will not be able to get a good quality of whatever, rather the kind of job they have studied for, or maybe get the qualification. It's like, yes, you have the qualifications, but you don't have the opportunities. Because right now I did get to hear someone saying about how, why is it that so many youths right now are lacking opportunities, and why is it that so many youths are lacking jobs in the nation of today, and in the countries or in the world of today. Is because each and every job, whenever you go onto, if you're not lucky enough, it's all about the matter of the matters of connection. If we talk about the government, we have people who are in the government. So unless you have a friend or a family, or maybe a family friend who's in the member of the politician, maybe in the government, or any work concerning the government, you need connections. So it's quite poor of our country and our leaders, whereby so many youths right now are even engaging into crimes because of lack of opportunities. Nonetheless, we will be looking up to that, actually, because that will be leading us to the topic of today. And I do hope that at the end of the day, we're going to be able, as youths, we're going to be able to find our own opportunities and help each other. That is youth by youth, but not looking up onto the government, or knocking onto the doors of the government, seated there waiting, or engaging in crimes, or rather young youths engaging into early marriages, early pregnancies, because you're desperate and you don't know what to do. Or rather you're lacking a decision and you don't know what to do else, and you just want to help out your family, or you just want to earn a living. At the end of the day, we're gonna be discussing that. That will be the topic of the day. Nonetheless, karibuni sana, and in case you are new, I do keep on saying here on the Pan African Bliss Show, each and every time I start a topic, or each time I start a day, each time I start my day, personally, I do wake up to praying first. Then I go to Pinterest. If I have forgotten to pray, because sometimes it does happen. Let us not act like it doesn't happen. Sometimes you might wake up or go to sleep and you've forgotten to pray. You might be super tired, or maybe just you just forget. And it's life. Human is to error, right? But I do keep on saying each and every morning, you need to be yourself motivator, yourself, and encourage yourself, in case you don't have anyone to encourage you out there. Because we've seen so many people who are in the streets. We have widows, we have widowers. So many people are going through different things in this life of today, especially due to the pandemic. I did get to mention last week whereby I was in a matatu and the driver was hooting onto someone, but his head was just bowed down, and it seems like he was so much into thoughts. And the driver was just telling me, people are really having so much stress right now. People are really going through so many things right now, and we've seen that so many families right now are killing each other, whereby it's maybe if it's a father of 5, or maybe a mother of 5, they're gonna end up, he or she's gonna end up killing the husband, killing the kids, and kill herself, because the financial crisis that right now is really happening. The economy, the budget is really rising up each and every day. We have lockdowns, we have curfew each and every different corners, and you have nothing to do. And even other people's some of the people have really lost their jobs. So you end up asking yourself, how is it that I'm going to tell these kids I don't have money? And kids are really, they're so innocent, even to understand some things. They're just like, they'll think that maybe you might be lying onto them, or maybe you're just just something just comes into their mind, and you'll not be able to make them understand enough as much as you'd want to. So you've seen so many suicidal cases rising right now. And I did get also to mention that Nairobi was ranked among the top fourth, the top 10, being the fourth country which is super full of depressed people, and whereby people are really stressed. That is globally. But I do hope at the end of the day, I did get to say at the end of the day, whereby we have to blame, it's the government that is there to blame. As much as we are facing financial crisis, this is all because of them, because they are making these decisions not thinking about the citizens. Are they going to be affected? Is the budget going to run? Even if they're reaching the budget, it's all up unto them. All this money does not come to any common wananchi. It does not help the people in the ghetto. It does not help anyone who's going through financial crisis. It does not help anyone who's having hospital bills out there, whereby we can see even the government hospitals themselves each and every day, whereby there's so much corruption even in schools. The free education that is even given right now, whereby you'll find that yes, there's free education, but still these teachers who are in there, they need to chip some money in. They're not satisfied enough with the money that the government is paying them. They need to to chop some money from parents, from students. And we ask yourself, or rather we are asking yourself, where are we heading to as the world, and also as a nation, and the leaders that we are electing today? Nonetheless, today I want to encourage someone out there. I don't know what you might be going through or what you are facing right now, but I want to tell you, life is not so serious. I do remember someone said that life is not so serious. Social media made it very serious. Yeah, life is not so difficult, but social media complicated everything, like totally. And I do totally agree that, because you'll find so many people, so many young youths, let me just hit the youths especially, and the teenagers, they're complicating their lives, trying to live the life of the Kardashians, trying to live the life of Kanye West, trying to live the life of Drake, trying to dress up like Drake. You're spending so much money and not investing in anything at the end of the day. But when you come onto the simple, serious, the simple life, because I do remember some time when I was talking about how social media has really affected some of us, or even some of the people. And I did get to ask, how long can you stay off without your phone? Like, how long can you even take a day off without your phone, get to realize yourself, get to learn more about yourself, and know what are your likes and dislikes, what you are all about. You get to know who are your real friends, who are gonna be looking for you, who will not. Or even a month, even a day is just not enough. 24 hours they're not really enough for you to be able to discover yourself. You need like a whole month, or maybe two, where we just isolated from the social media, from the internet and everything. Just sit alone and get to know more about yourself, and you're going to discover a lot that you didn't even know, because we're so much into social media, trying to check who's popping, what's new, who's trending, who is not trending. And that is what is really complicating our lives, because we're trying to compete with other people. And when you check out their financial even situation, it might be even worse than yours, because these people, they're faking till they make it. I've seen it in some people who have faked it till they have made it, but it's not easy. It won't be easy. It might have been easy for them, but it won't be easy for you. So don't complicate your life trying to look like this person, or trying to live your lifestyle like this person. Nonetheless, the quote of today goes by, there is no such thing as good luck or bad luck, just God's blessings and lessons. And that is it, period. I'll repeat the quote of today. It goes by, there is no such a thing as good luck or bad luck. It's just God's blessings and lessons. And I do totally agree that. And I do keep on saying, you might be in a different religion, or maybe you have different beliefs, but I do believe each and every day on the ground, it's a blessing. You being here, it's a blessing. There's someone who's out there trying and struggling to survive with this, not even breathing this normal oxygen. And which I keep on asking myself, why is it that oxygen is being sold in hospitals, while even God provided it unto us for free? That is one thing that I really totally do not understand. And you find that these hospitals are government hospitals that are supposed to be giving free medical health care, but still you have to pay a large amount of money when it comes to oxygen support and a lot of things that are really going on in this world. Nonetheless, karibuni sana. I do hope that quote will motivate someone that there's no anything such as good luck. So don't tell yourself that maybe Kanye or maybe Drake or maybe Amber Ray or maybe Vera Sidika or Akode, they're living their best life because they have good luck and you have facing the face of bad luck. No, if you know the laws of the laws of attraction, the laws of the universe, you have the ability to attract anything onto your life. So never complicate anything trying to live your life like any other person. Nonetheless, I can see Kay Williams is saying is this the time you come on every day? Yes, this is the time I come on every day. Just welcome to the show. In case by the way, I've never seen Kay Williams onto the show, but I do appreciate you taking your time here on the Blackout Fire Network. Karibu sana. I hope you are doing great and enjoying the vibe that I'm vibrating onto you all the way here. General Mosquito, I can see you. You're saying peace, peace, Joby. Karibu, Karibu onto you. You, I'm the one supposed to be telling you Karibu, not me. I mean, also, I'm the one supposed to be telling you Karibu. I mean, welcome to the show. But we're gonna take a short musical break. Then when we come back, we're gonna see what is happening in Nigeria. Still, the stigma and the trauma of kids being abducted is really affecting a lot of parents, and we're gonna be checking more into that and hoping that the government, this now goes to the government. As much as we keep on saying, man, the government does not do this, does not do this. There's such a time, or rather, it comes to a time. I do love Ruto sometimes, as much as this is all about politics. I do love the way he reasons, all the way from the 254. William Ruto is one of the leaders. If I were to vote, I'll vote for him. As much as I know things wouldn't change, because once these leaders get to sit on their seats, things totally change. They don't talk the same. They don't talk the same talk. The way they did, or rather the way they used to before being elected. But I would choose him because he has the sense of humanity. When it comes to humanity, at times, I won't say all the time, but at times, just maybe to kutufumba macho, he might be just blinding our eyes to see all his good deeds and everything, and trying to make us see that all these politicians right now are against him. Because I did get to see in the morning that right now he's not being allowed to enter even in the states of Uganda. He has been blocked in the international, in the airport for like 5 hours. No one is helping him, and he's just like, what is really happening? Who would really command the government of Uganda, or maybe make a state for me not to be allowed to enter in Uganda? But we do hope, the government of Nigeria, this goes to Nigeria. If it's not all about, if they're not being able to rescue some of these kids as they should, or rather the way they're supposed to handle it, at least allow those who have been freed and their parents to be given healthcare. That is, how is it called? That is some lessons, not some lessons, but just counseling, being given some time off from schools, from their homes, to be allowed to breathe off whatever they've been really going through. Because 8 months, it's quite a longer period. Not you being able to see your parents, and not you being able to see your kids being abducted and being held, your guns being pointed at you all the time. You've not eaten, you've not taken anything. It's really a lot to take in. We're gonna also see what is really happening in Burundi, because in Burundi it seems that young youths right now, since of due to lack of opportunities and lack of jobs, snake breeding is a business that is really going on there, and it's really paying a lot. We're gonna be checking onto what is really happening right there in Burundi. Nonetheless, this is the Blackout Fire Network Media for the 21st century. I'll be playing you Alima by the one and only Paul the Raj. Keep it the Blackout Fire Network. We'll be right back.
Exclusive from ZambianTunes.com. Just for you, I will at you, the way you smell at me. I love it too. I will love you on the Monday, I will love you on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will love you forever. I will love you, baby, till I die. Till I die. You bring your son, or you go mama. I love you. I live my life. Call and tell your mama. I live my day. Call and tell your sissy. I think you could go I love you today, Halima. I love you to my day. I'm singing a beautiful song. Just for you, baby. I love you today. I love you to my day. I'm singing a beautiful song. Just for you, Halima. Just a second. Money more fast, money more standard, money more advanced, money more class. I want money more rise, I want money more shabby, I want money more tatty. See, they never know me, why so full of jealousy? Oh, I never know, say I am the sweetest thing in the world. That never know, say I am the sweetest thing in the world. No, treat me like a treasure, let me give you pleasure. You will love me, you will love me. Do me like you wanna, rock me like you wanna. You will love me, you will love me. Na 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 na. Na, na, na. I'm a lucky girl, I'm the champion. What it done me for? I'm a lucky girl, I'm the champion. What it done me for? What it done me for? What you got me for? What they got me for? What you got me for? What you got me for? Let me love the pressure. Let me give the pleasure. You will love me. You will love me. Do me like you love me.
This is Black on Fire Radio, media for the 21st century.
Yes, this is the Black Hot Fire Radio Media for the 21st century. You're listening to the Pan African Bliss Show. My name is Joby. I can see you, General Mosquito. You're poking me. That is a poke. You're saying that Joby, where's your hat? Today you're very stylish. I appreciate that, but today just felt like not wearing a hat. But thank you for your sentiment. Karibuni sana once again to the Pan African Bliss Show. Do remember we are live and interactive on our social media handles. You can find us on Facebook at the Black Hot Fire Network radio station, on Twitter at the Black Hot Fire Network using the hashtag Pan African Bliss with Joby and hashtag Black Hot Fire Network. And you can also find us on Instagram as well. Slide in the DM using the hashtags as well, telling us where you're streaming in from at the Black Hot Fire Network. You can call us in, SMS us, and I said normalize calling us. Yo, I'd love to hear some of your sentiments, and as we get to move on and get to discuss different topics here in the Black Hot Fire Radio, normalize calling us in. So call us in, SMS us, or tap us at the +254 754 402 730 +254 754 402 730. Call us in, tell us where you're streaming in from. You can also get all of us on our website at the www.blackhotfirenetwork.com. You can also be able to download the app on the Google Play Store as we vibrate the positive vibes, all the way from the 254 to wherever you are listening to us from. I did get to play you Alima by the one and only Paul the Raj, and I did also get to play you Bad by the one and only Josephine. She's all the way from Nigeria, and this is one of the latest that she did get to release. I think if I'm not wrong, yesterday. You can get to check her music on YouTube and vibe to this amazing vibe. She sounds like Tiwa Savage. I love her music. I love the vibes of the way she's just the I can say the lyrics and the vocals, they're vibing, because you'll find some songs. I'm not hating, and I do keep on saying I do believe in supporting talent, but there's some songs you can just be listening to and you're just like nah, this one nah, like no, you're off the beat, you're off the lyrics, your lyrics are not being understood, they're not even making sense to whatever you're trying to tell us. So as much as we're saying that we need to support talent, ensure that you're also doing the most when it comes to your talent. Ensure that you're improving on a daily basis. Nonetheless, Karibuni Sana, I did get to mention some of the things that youth in Burundi, some of the things that youths in Burundi are doing to make, earn a living. Because as we said earlier, or rather, as I did get to touch on it earlier, it seems that even if you are a graduate, you graduated, you have a PhD, you have a diploma, you have a certificate, whatever you have really studied for, the course you've taken, the government of today it's not really employing people. It's not like way back. I can say when I was young, I don't think people did get opportunities. When I was way young, I did get to see people graduating, getting their best jobs of their lives and everything, making their dreams come true. But right now, the government is full of corruption. The world we're living in today is full of corruption. The systems, the way they are being run is full of corruption and so many things that are really going on. That even youths right now, they are attempting some things just to earn a living. Some of them are engaging in crimes. Some of them are engaging in different activities. It could be art. It could be, farming. But right now, it seems in Burundi, snake breeding is a business that is really picking up the space to so many different people in Burundi. I will be sharing the video as we get to understand what they are really doing. But it's been reported that in Burundi, a rare type of business is emerging to many Burundians. Snakes symbolizes demons. Actually, it's true in Africa. Let me say generally in Africa, not in Burundi. If you see a snake in your house or anywhere, just to bump into a snake, it's like, oh, Jesus, you just snap your fingers and you're just like, yo, Jesus, like in Jesus' name, I'm cursing you, just get out of my way. But right now in Burundi, it's been said that snakes, they symbolize demons. That is the African say, and the way we get to see it, or rather so many Africans get to see it. But in Burundi, it's another story. It's the slightest presence in homes. It is the slightest presence in homes leaders to its quick death, and only grown men and only bold ones dare to attack the snake. So as I said, if you bump into a snake, you're just gonna say the word Jesus and you either attack it or you just beat it unto death. But in Burundi, this is a business that is really emerging so bad. Nevertheless, this is a very important source of income to its breeders, a new professional in Burundian society. In Bujumbura, one of the breeders has about 30 snakes and affirms that they are not naturally dangerous. A snake can only bite someone if it is provoked or if it's stepped on. Here at their home, people do not know the importance of the snake. They compare it to the demons and they kill it. These snakes are usually kept in cages. They are then tamed, and they make them get used to the human presence. And unlike when you go to I do believe if you go to the Chinese, to the Japanese, I did think they also harvest some snakes, and that most of them even turn it into food. They sell the meat of the snakes. Personally, on God, I can't eat a snake. see Maringo. It's not like I'm being boasty or anything, but there's some things totally personally I cannot eat, but I'll be sharing the video. So as much as we get to understand what Burundi youths and so many people are trying to, engage themselves into, because if we keep on saying we want the government of today to help us, when it comes to matters of jobs and opportunities, there's connections, there's bribing, there's a lot that is needed for you to get the opportunity or the chance that you really want. Nonetheless, I'll be sharing the video as we get to understand more of what is really, really happening in Burundi. Remember to interact with us. We are live and interactive, as I said, on our social media handles. We are on Facebook, on Twitter as well, and also on Instagram. Slide in the DM as you get to interact with us and tell us you're streaming in from. And how is your Tuesday coming along as you get to make some goals, or rather set some goals for yourself? Okay, I don't know what is really happening with the sound, but hope we'll be getting onto that. So it seems like we have some hits with the sound, but I hope to be sharing the video. As much as you can see it in the screen, I hoped to get more of the the words from them and get to understand what is really happening. Nonetheless, keeping the Black Fire network as we move on in terms of Nigeria, the matters of insecurities are really rising up, but not only in Nigeria. It seems even here in the 254, the abduction of kids is also becoming like a business and something that is really being normalized from different countries. And at the end of the day, I do hope that this government of ours, or our leaders, will be able to do something about what is really happening from different countries. Because just yesterday, they get to see a case of where a 14-year-old did get to disappear on Friday when she was going to school, only to be found in Narok, all the way from Nairobi to Narok. And it's quite, unfortunate. You ask yourself, how is it? Because she doesn't have money, how could she have transported herself there? And there's the traumatization, if you get lost. Because personally, I'd say, as big as I am, I have the trauma of getting lost. Even in town, I wouldn't go somewhere, rather you call me, hey, I want us to meet as in this kind of place. I'll just be clear and frank. Look, I don't know this place. You're gonna meet where I know, and that is it. Because I have the trauma of getting lost. So I can't even imagine these young kids, the traumatization and the stigma they get or they have after disappearing or not being seen in their homes after a longer, quiet period of time. I can see General Mosquito, you're saying that my mother once stepped on a snake by accident. She's been scared of snakes ever since. I mean, it is. I would also. I've never met a snake personally in my life. I remember when I was young and I was at the rural areas at my uncle's place. I remember a neighbor at night, a cobra snake entered the house. And they were screaming all over. And the fear, when I heard there's a snake there, I was just like, I can't go there. Even just mentioning the term snake, just feel the slithering in your toes. You're just like, no, I can't. And I can see you're also saying that the demonizing of snakes in African culture to make people afraid of their own kundalini. Is it kundalini, serpent energy? Well, I don't know, but snakes they're really feared. They're the most feared creatures in Africa. So Burundi is quite taking a risk. I can say it's a risk and also some courage that not so many African people do have, and which is super impressive because we pay to go see snakes in the snake parks. And it's quite an amount, you have to pay and go, watch the snakes as you get to see whatever they do, how they are breeded, how they are, harvested, and how they even get to relate to the human or even the people who are really harvesting these snakes. But at the end of the day, personally, I am scared of snakes to death. I wouldn't dare, General Mosquito. I wouldn't dare. But I was just talking about Nigeria. Kidnapping. The kidnapping that has been happening since the 4th of December, that was last year, whereby kids have been abducted from different places, from schools, and even most of them, my shock is even a 2-year-old kid is abducted. I mean, a 2-year kid, a 2-year-old kid is that's a little tiny baby who's innocent, does not know anything, and you're trying to traumatize their life. Even the kidnappers themselves. I mean, don't these people really have families or something? Do they really have even wives or something? Because even if it's the matters of Al Shabaab, I've heard of where Al Shabaabs they have. You have to, if you want to join the Al Shabaab, you're gonna join, and you have to take the risk. Whereby if you have a wife or kids, if you are dead, the money that you are supposed to be paid, it's going to go to your family, which is your wife and the kids, or maybe your mom and dad if you didn't have the kids. So I'm just asking myself, do really these kidnappers and these abductors really have families? Because a 2-year-old baby is quite a really tiny baby. That's a tiny baby who's super innocent. But my major issue is the trauma they are facing, and after that there's no counseling that is being given to this kind of to these people. Because when it's been said that more than 300 children have been kidnapped from schools and are still in the hands of criminal gangs in Nigeria, with many now missing are nearly 2 months, 2 months, and some of those abducted are just 2-year-olds, while many other more than 1,000 children taken have been released, often extortionated ransoms amounts were reportedly paid. Hundreds of families are still desperately waiting for news of their children, and that is super traumatizing personally to me, and also to the parents, and also to the kids. Because as much as I may not have had the experience of someone disappearing in a family, it's quite traumatizing and also stigmatizing. The mind, the fatigue, everything, and the government is not doing anything about it, considering they're not even paying the ransoms to be able to free these kids, or even how they're going to conduct this issue with the kidnappers and everything, how they're going to handle the issue in such a peaceful way, whereby death is not supposed to occur and no one is supposed to lose their lives. They're not giving any proper mental health care, and that is one of the things that is really supposed to be prioritized. And I do remember the president of that is the first lady, that is the first lady of Kenya right now, the wife to Uhuru. She did get to mention that mental health care, or rather mental illness, is just like any other disease, not like any other disease that is not supposed to be ignored. The government should give proper and free counseling and free treatment to all this. So just hope the government, to the leaders of to the leaders of Nigeria, they're gonna be able to see what is really happening in their country and be able to help the kids and the mothers who are really, the families who are really facing the trauma of today, and the kids of the kids being abducted. Nonetheless, we're gonna take another short musical break. Then when we come back, we're gonna be discussing about the youth unemployment and how it is really affecting so many societies, even the families themselves. Because as I said, right now you can see in Burundi, they're trying to harvest and breed snakes in different ways, which is bringing a bigger profit. And I just mentioned, if you check in the likes of China, Japan, you're gonna find these people are earning quite a large amount when it comes to this kind of this art and culture. I'll just call it an art and culture, because it's not like it's a bad thing, it's an animal. But as the Burundians have said, if you treat it well, and if you don't provoke it, if you normalize it being around humans, it's something that can really be preserved, and people can get used to it, and it can bring a big, large amount of profit onto the country and onto the harvester or to the breeder. So when it comes to the matters of youth unemployment, right now, so many people, just like the other day I was mentioning that the generation of today, how parents are really raising their kids, and how kids are running away from their homes, it has become like a 70%. I'd say 70%. Right now, children are running away from their homes. Right now, children are becoming more of street children. Right now, young girls are becoming more of strippers, more of hookers, more of mothers and wives to people who are really, because they're really desperate. You go outside there, you're done with school, maybe your parent does not want to understand you, there's pressure from here, from north, east, and west, you run away from home, then you're trying to go find an employment outside there, you lack the opportunity. The only opportunity that comes in your mind, and because you are desperate, you're going to do anything just to earn a living. And that is what we'll be talking about today. This is I Don't Care by the one and only Star Kids.
This is Blackwood family. We just friends. We just talking. We no explanation from you. I don't want no explanation. You should know that I don't care no more. You should know that I don't care no more. This is Blackwood family. She said she love me, but she love everybody. It's somewhere she love me, she love other camera, no, yeah. Which is not good do. I won't let my emotion win. I won't let my emotion win. I won't let my emotion win. I won't let my emotion This is Blackwood family.
Yes, hi, this is the Black Fire Radio Media for the 21st century. Karibuni sana once again to the Pan-African Bliss Show. My name is Joby. I hope you are doing great so far as we get to discuss the matter of today about the youth unemployment and the crimes that people or the young people are really engaging themselves into due to lack of opportunities from the government and even the society itself. We've seen so many people, I did get to mention earlier, we have graduates, we have people who have diplomas, certificates, PhDs, but the opportunities are not being given, they're not really being given unto them. You find someone who does not even have the skills, the opportunities are given unto them, but the person who has the skills, they are denied the opportunity. It's all a matter of connection, and there's so much corruption and so much bribing that is really going on into the so many different countries. I won't say in the 254 alone, but in so many different parts of the world, whereby you have to bribe someone or you have to have some deeper connection with these people for you to be able to get an opportunity of the kind of a job you're looking for. But what are the effects? Are we as much as we are denying the youth, or rather the youth are being denied, these chances and these opportunities, they also have skills, they have talents, but they're not being given support with this by the society. When we remove the government, by the society and even by the parents. We have the parents who are also leading so many youths to engaging themselves into crime. And they get to mention and talk about this on Friday. The matters of how the African parents, let me say generally, in the African parents, somewhere yes we have the African cultures, which they are there, and some of them will never change. That is for a fact, and me growing up with an African parent, I know some of the things that I was supposed to do and some of the things I was not supposed to do. But it comes to a point where, or rather it turns to a point where maybe I am, because I did get to say that once you are 18 years and above, in the 254, you are an adult. You know the difference between what is right, considering when you include the laws and the government laws, you know what is right and what is wrong. But when you look at the generation and how things are running today in the world, from the age of 12, 13, 14 to 18, you already know what is wrong and what is right. But to our parents, it reaches a point where a parent does not want to understand that you already are grown up, and yes, you can make some decision for yourself, or maybe get to say what you really want to do in your future. You'll find some parents who are making decisions. I want you to do this kind of a course, I want you to do this and this. Yes, you're gonna do it, but later on, when you go outside there, you're gonna be denied the opportunity. Then this parent comes and tells you, you just wasted my money. You have no use in this society. You have no use in this, in this family. Then these children, they end up running away from home because there's so much stress, there's so much depression, because you've been an adult right now. You already know that you are responsible of your life, and of course, you also have parents and maybe siblings to check up and to look up unto. Yeah, but I'm just talking about the matters of the employment and how the society, the government, and our parents are really somehow contributed to all this. Because when I speak of matters of talent, as I said, yes, you might be having the PhDs and everything. As much as the parents think that you have wasted the money, what about the talent that your kids really have? How often do we really support that? How often do we get to tell our kids, what is it that you can do outside from whatever you've really studied? What is your interest? And once from there, they have given you the ideas, because I do believe each and every person, once you sit down, they say that it's a normal thing for a human being to not just sit without thinking about anything, even if it's the happy moments or the saddest moments. A human being can never just sit like that without thinking about anything. So I do believe, even if they are not being given the chances outside here, if you get to sit down with them, talk about the ideas they have in their heads, or the ideas they want to venture into, in terms of businesses, in terms of being an entrepreneur, in terms of being their own CEOs, or maybe their own boss, whereby they have to employ themselves and not being employed by the government or maybe by any other person. How often do parents get to sit down with these kids, or even the society? Because we start with our parents. Once the parents show this image to the society, that is when the society also comes in and gets to also tamper with our dreams and tamper with our lives, tamper with our mentality. And that is when you find youth are super stressed. You run away from home, you become a street kid, as I said earlier. For a guy, or for a boy, let me just say, for a boy, or maybe for a man, if you run away from home, it's either you're gonna become I'm sorry to say, it's not like I'm really shaming the matatu people or anything. You're gonna end up becoming a makanga. They say it's a makanga. I don't know how to call it in English, but the people who really get to board people to get into the bus or to the matatu. You become a makanga or matatu driver. Of course, it has money, but also before you get the opportunity there, you need connections, and it's quite hard, especially in the 254. I've seen it so many times. I've seen it. I can't say I've experienced it because I'm a lady. Even ladies do get to venture into this kind of business, or rather this kind of job, because you don't have any other choice. You might be having a kid to feed, or maybe you are chased away from home because you are pregnant. After giving birth, you have to loiter around before you finding a place to sit, before finding a place to settle. And trust you me, your friends will never be like a family. Yeah, not so many friends can end up, or rather turn up like being a family, or holding up onto you like the way families have. If you go, let's say if you are a lady and you're trying to just rent some, or rather stay with someone who's paying the rent for you, doing everything for you, you have a baby there, they're gonna start showing you disrespect, because you're like this, you don't have this, you're doing this, you don't have this. There's so much going on. But I want us to be able, especially to the parents in the society, leaving alone the government, because it's super clear that right now, even if we cry to the government, the youths of the generation of today will never get the opportunity. Politicians are all about themselves. Politicians are all about their manifestos, not the ones they make unto us, because they only make it unto us right now. As you can see, right now elections, so many elections are going on, so many politicians are going on from different countries to different counties, different areas, especially to the slum. And these slum people are the ones who are really being affected by all this. Because as I said, if you dig deeper, or if you do the research right now, 70% of young youths and young people are running away from home because of stress and because of, the depression they are facing, lack of support they're not being given, they're not being listened unto. I may have the idea of a business, but yes, I'm presenting my idea, but I don't have the capital to start this business. So you as a parent, yes, you're asking me the idea, but what is it that you are doing to ensure that my idea is coming, is being presented, or rather it's going to manifest itself, to reality, and for me to be able to pick up from wherever I will be able to pick up from. That is one of the things that is really lacking. Even with the government of today, they're gonna come make manifestos. We're gonna do this. We're gonna ensure you have this before the end of the year. We're gonna ensure. I do remember Sonko. Yes, Sonko, he did get to fulfill some of the manifestos he's made, whereby he did get to tell the youths they're gonna get some employment, and we can see that, or rather, we've seen so many youths who have gotten the chances from different parts of Nairobi, whereby they have to do garbage collection and get paid some amount of money. And of course, also this needs some connection to some of the people. If you don't have the connection, trust me, you won't be able to join the crowd. You won't be able to join these people who are organizing this whole thing, because there's the leader. Sonko will not be there, but there is the leader. It could be a woman, it could be a man. But if you're not known, kama ujulikani, you won't get the opportunity. And that is what we're really facing in the world, and in the Kenya of today, in the nation of today, and in the countries of today. So personally, I wanted to just give an advice, or rather just my own opinion, so as our youths can be able to get opportunities. Let us, as parents especially, so that even the society can have a different image concerning these young youths, and for them to be also get opportunities. Because I do believe even the society, as much as we say we need to, unite African together, what about the society? It starts with the society itself. Let us unite, support our people, so that it may even reach, or rather go to the government people, and they may see that, these people have unity, they're really in need of this and this and this, and they can see, or that we can see, how we can come together, do some contribution, and help our people. I may not be having a kid right now, but as I said, I do believe in supporting talent. I do believe in supporting young people and young youths. I do believe in supporting the smallest business I've seen somewhere. I can find someone who's selling tomatoes here. Yeah, because this is something that really happens. You can find someone who's selling tomatoes here, then you walk 2 minutes away, someone else is selling tomatoes. This person, he's here from morning, let's say from 8 p.m. to 8, from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. But this other person, he has opened the business, but he's not frequently there. They're busy running motionnaires. This really happens. They're not really consistent with their business, because maybe they may be having some sources of incomes, or they know, if I screw this one up, I'm going to get an opportunity somewhere. But this other person who's super consistent and are very serious with the business, I'm going to support him because he knows what he wants. But this other person does not want, really is not really sure of what he really wants. So we have so many youths who have the idea, who have best ideas of becoming business entrepreneurs, becoming their own CEOs, employing themselves, venturing into the smallest business that they can. But it's the lack of capital they do not have, lack of support they don't get from parents, lack of support that the parents, they discriminate. The parents are discriminating the kids, or are shaming the kids, and the society gets to see this, and then the society fixes, or rather brings fictions onto everything. So at the end of the day, personally, my say is, I don't know to whom this, you might be having a kid as well. And trust you me, I do believe one day we will not live forever, yes, but you might leave your kid alone. How is it that you would want your kid to live? Is it the same life of struggling you did get to struggle? Or do you want your life for the kids to be easier so that they may be able to help you, or maybe your wife, or maybe your husband, if they'll be left behind? And this is because of the support you did get to give them when they had nothing, and when the government and the society was seeing them as nothing. And this is why you can find even the rate of suicide. So many young kids, as I said, young girls engaging themselves into early marriages, early births, and throwing themselves just anywhere because they're lacking opportunities and no one is there for them. So let us stand up with our own. The government is not there to support us, but let us be able, if you have the chance to help someone. I do believe in the heart of giving. If you have the chance to help someone outside there, it might be 500. Just give an advice to someone, tell them go start a business. And I do believe by tomorrow you're gonna maybe raise a capital or maybe a profit of 1,000. You give them $5, then they raise a capital of $10. By the end of the day or by the end of the month, when they realize it, you raised a life or you helped someone. So normalize, as I said, you keep on normalizing, calling the Blackout Fire Network as we engage in this conversation. Normalize helping wherever you can. It could be one person, it could be two people, anywhere you can. That is one thing I do believe. Normalize helping and listening to people's idea. It really helps. Nonetheless, I want to appreciate everyone who has really joined us. Thank you, General Mosquito, for your sentiments. I did get to see you asking if this is Boko Haram or just random kidnapping. It is Boko Haram who are really kidnapping abducting these young kids from Nigeria. And the issue is just the mental effect, which is really so traumatizing to the family and to the students, because there's no way I'll be abducted like 8 months, a gun being pointed at me for like all the time from morning to evening. I've not eaten anything. Then the government or my mom, I come back home and they expect me to go back to school. They think I'm okay. No, I'm not okay. It's super traumatizing. And I hope the government gives some medical help, especially when it comes to counseling, even if it's for 2 months, because this is something that is super traumatizing, and to the parents as well, so that they may be able to have an easy time even if they grow up. Nonetheless, I want to appreciate everyone who has been tuned in today. I want to thank you, Kay Williams, for your time. Thank you, General Mosquito, for your sentiments as well. For now, I want to say Kwaheri with one amazing jam all the way from Nigeria. This is Parks Kid. Follow me. Keep it the Blackout Fire Network. We have other amazing shows lined up for you. We have the Rhythm Scoop Show. We have the 254 to Jadeli Show.
First time that I set my eyes on you. I said to myself and I beat up my chest, I go marry you, baby. She fine like an angel that come from above me, I want you. Girl, you're staring me, don't run now. Even if you pay for my love, go stay close to you. Oh yeah. Whenever you need me, my girl, I go there for you. Only you change, we stay around from